Start na? Hello everyone. Today, I will be talking about how to use Google Scholar. This tool helps us find academic and research material easily. Introduction. Google Scholar as a key research tool. For example, let's imagine we're trying to research veterinary patient record system, or maybe AI and veterinary diagnostics. Google Scholar centralized credible source such as journals, theses, and review, which can help us build or improve our system. For example, veterinary clinic management system. Let's say we are developing a module to manage pet vaccination schedules. We can use Google to find research on optimal vaccination reminders system in animal healthcare. What is Google Scholar? Google Scholar is a search engine that focuses on academic content like thesis, book, etc. Ideals for sourcing scholarly material relevant to technical implementation and health protocols. For example, we are looking for a thesis with regards to electronic health systems in veterinary practice, or peer review articles about the impact of digital record keeping in pet clinics. Next, advantages of using Google Scholar. Google Scholar access a vast array of authoritative and credible source, which is crucial when our study needs to comply with the best practice and evidence-based standard. For example, we might find studies detailing data privacy concern in veterinary health systems, helping ensure that clinics' database system meets the ethical standard. Advantages of Google Scholar free to use is a free which is essential for students like us with studying with tight budget. For example, we are researching a cost-effective telemedicine integration into our system. From there, Google Scholar offers free insight with without any subscription fees. Wide and diverse coverage. It also provides multidisciplinary insight, which is perfect if for example, let's say we are comparing a mobile vet apps or studying client satisfaction and veterinary telehealth. From there, we will get both technical and sociological related studies. Advantages of citation and tracking. We can also see how often a paper is being cited, which reveals its influence in the field. Also great for validating source. For example, we are trying to find a popular and widely cited paper on EMR usability in veterinary settings. Then we will follow the citation trail to newer development as well as improvement. Access to open access and institutional repositories. Google Scholar often link to free version. For example, we search cloud-based vet management system and access a university-hosted prevent version of a journal which is free and accessible. Now let's move on. This is how to use Google Scholar. 5 easy steps. Step 1. Google Scholar homepage. We can access it via scholargoogle.com. For example, searching this one, pagkatapos i-search sa Google yung Google Scholar, ito na po yung makikita natin. Example, i-search natin yung Veterinary Clinic Management System. Next, click the three-bar menu to explore options like metrics, alert, and libraries. Example, use the library feature to save papers about pet health management system. For our ongoing development project, the next one is profile creation. We can also create a profile to track our research contribution as well as organize the citation. For example, if we're presenting veterinary clinic management system in an academic settings, this profile can showcase our citation and research credibility. Library tab. We can also store relevant document by topic, which is handy personal research database. For example, labeling our folders like medical records, client portals, or inventory tracking. It depends on us. The next one is alert. We can also get notification when new papers match our interest. For example, we will set an alert for machine learning and veterinary diagnostics to keep your system up to date. The next one is metrics. Metrics, we can also see top journals and papers in our field. For example, we are trying to explore veterinary journal with high impact to ensure our system is grounded in current best practice. Next, customize settings. We can also customize our settings to configure search language to link university libraries and set up citation format. For example, we can enable link to full text through an institution subscription for deeper access to articles on animal treatment outcome tracking system. Conducting primary search. We can also customize search filters like time frame, relevance, etc. For example, We will limit the search to last 5 years to ensure our reading current insight on digital prescription system and pet clinics. Setting advanced search. We can also use advanced filters like author, journals, and date range. For example, we will search electronic pet record management system and articles published since 2020. Next, Boolean operators. Using Boolean operators. We can also utilize and or not to refine our particular research. For example, we can search veterinary clinic software and user experience, or pet health tracking, or animal wearables. Clinic billing system, not human hospital. The next is understanding search result. We can learn to interpret cited by and access the indicators to prioritize the most impactful study. For example, we can choose a study with regards to AI-based diagnosis in animals with over 300 citations, which is likely foundational if our study is related to system AI module. Conclusion. And lastly, in placing using strategies like source evaluation and research customized to improve our research quality, applying this consistently can elevate our study from back-end system efficiency to front-end client care improvements. Thank you.